Guys, according to this headline, it says Tinubu commences annual leave, departs Abuja for Europe. Here it says the president will spend his 10 working day vacation between France and the United Kingdom before returning to Nigeria. That has led to a whole lot of backlash. Before I bring you the reactions, Nigerians are worried that Tinubu keeps traveling. Tinubu and Shetima are seen to be the most traveled president and vice president in the world today, because every time they are on the move. Recently he went to Japan, and from there he went to Brazil, just returned to Nigeria not quite long, and now he's on a 10 working day vacation, like they term it. Nigerians are worried. This is coming at a time when Tinubu has planned to tax Nigerians. I mean, everybody is going to be paying taxes. Be you a pastor, be you an imam, be you a content creator, Nigerians are going to be paying taxes because they feel that is the only way they can generate revenue. Investors aren't coming. And despite all the traveling, they've not been able to convince international investors to come to Nigeria to invest. And they feel the only way is to tax the masses that are already hungry. Businesses are really struggling to thrive. Yet, taxes are the way to go. So guys, let me take you through some of the reactions coming from Nigerians after this news broke that Tinubu will be embarking on another 10-day vacation. This person say, imagine this rubbish, always on the move and nothing is working. The most useless, even called him useless president in Africa. Hey, God. And this other person said, highly commendable. He needs to rest. He has been working round the clock to ensure that we are not borrowing from local banks again. He also has been busy doing research on how to generate more money for Nigerians by taxing Nigerians. Rest well, sir. This person say, now every week I dey put new hole for my belt downward. Someone should help me wish Mr. President safe flight. And this person said, last, now everybody go suffer am. See our own shege for Osun State. No money for normal bus or taxi. Our market women are managing taxi booths now. And this other person said, Tinubu jets off to Europe for 10 days while Nigerians battle hunger, buying of people, and a collapsing naira. Leadership isn't tourism. If he truly believes in renewed hope, let him vacation in Sokoto or Enugu, not Paris and London. And this other person say, your president going on vacation when his country is consumed by insecurity, kidnapping, hunger, and poverty. Nigerians don't need this kind of leader who don't give a damn about the plight of the citizens. And this other person say, anytime he brings any harsh policy, he travels out of the country, so he doesn't listen to the backlash. So guys, these are some of the reactions coming from Nigerians after this news broke that Tinubu will be embarking on a 10-day work vacation, whatever they call it, and Nigerians are not finding it funny any longer. Anyway guys, I'm going to allow you to listen to what Mr. Tanko has got to say about the situation on ground, and he's challenging politicians to bring themselves forward for scrutiny, as Peter Obi has always done. Peter Obi is that one politician that he say, go and track my record. Go and check all I did while in office. If you find anything questionable, call my attention. Go and verify. And Mr. Tanko is challenging other presidential candidates. Politicians, bring yourself out for scrutiny. Let's see what you did while you were in office. So guys, I'm going to allow you to take a look at this beautiful conversation just for you to know that. See, Peter Obi is riding on his credibility, and that is why their target now is to dent him. Take your time, watch this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you. Now take a look.
I just wanted to say my condolences to Nigerians, not because they are dead, but at this rate in which the level of taxation is taking negative effect on their lives, I'm not so sure, but there will not be too many casualties. And these are the people that this government has sworn by the Quran, in this case, to protect their lives and make their life comfortable. Even the students who are in need of assistance are being taxed. What a shame, without no retroactive effect or positive one on their lives. And that's why I say my condolences to Nigerians. Now, going back to your words, when you look at the narrative of individuals being attacked, Peter Obi is one of the most highly attacked individuals in Nigerian politics as of today. And not because because he is Peter Obi. No, it's because what he's bringing to the table. He's changing the narrative from an old order to a new order. I give you a simple example. A couple of days ago, we were just talking, myself and him. And he was giving me a story of what transpired in the 250 million saga. You will never hear this kind of stories except you hear it from the horse's mouth. And I was amazed because I've been with him for quite a long period of time. But in the way he narrates the story, it shooks me that such an information is not in the public domain. Do you know that because people want to label him with those kind of funny narrative, they were counting that it was a $250 million. Meanwhile, the money was about 250 million naira. And this man is amazing. He stood there to be scrutinized. Even when the money was not carried because of him, but for something else in the interest of his states. Purchase of cars or by a contractor and all of that. And this particular story is taped by the security agency and it's in the public domain. But yet people go about carrying a propaganda. I want to challenge any Nigerian candidate that can present himself for scrutiny of this nature. None of them can face the scrutiny of the security agency. That's why up to now they've looked for every nook and corner to find any negative thing about him. They couldn't find it. I want to talk about the issue of doctors. The story was this. He purchased ambulances for resident doctors and government clinic.
That's when he was a governor?
Yes, when he was a governor. And when these ambulances were there, a chief of his kingdom was called that his wife was sick. Apparently, he lost the wife. And while they were there was a launching he did about the ambulances. And when he launched the ambulances, they were telling you that 15 minutes when you call the ambulance was there. When this situation happened, none of them were there. So he called only a private clinic and all. This is a man who hates incompetency, and this is what we are not used to in Nigeria.
You know, sir, I've watched
I'm giving you this story so that you can understand the level of lies and propaganda that will not stick on him. It will not stick. It's just like you putting butter on a plain hot skin. You see, it just melt and then go away. That is the quality of what you see in
oil and water.
Yeah.
I never mix. I watched a viral video of the former governor of Anambra State and Labour Party presidential candidate serving food at a function. Some have criticized him of being desperate for power. What do you think?
Oh, you see, these are some of the lies too. Because we are used to having the rich showing high and mighty in the society. We're not used to seeing the rich going low, serving the poor. That particular program, I was there. I was fortunate to be there. If you watch some of the picture, you see me right behind him. So when we got in, I was just looking at him. He was serving, and I was wondering, Excellency, what are you doing? He said, Tanko, you don't understand. What we are doing today is that we are reversing the case in our society. Let's take care of the poor. Let's serve the poor. Normally, it is the poor person that will be running up and down trying to see him. So people are not used to seeing it. And in there, too, he was not the only one who served. The priest and all, it was a ceremony on that day. That is what they do in the church in that day. And I have witnessed. And I don't blow somebody's trumpet because I don't gratify it. I don't do it. It's not my nature. I say what I see. I have been in Meduguri with him where he was serving almajiris. The pictures are there. I posted it myself. He decided to take care of them because these are children who need care, who need somebody to show them love. Imagine a Peter Obi serving you food. You will feel elated. Some of the people at that particular program refuse to eat and say until when Peter Obi served them. So that is the beauty. These are things, that is the narrative and the politics in Nigeria that he is trying to change. And people are not getting it.
Where is Peter Obi now? In the Labour Party that APC is saying is fragmented, is disjointed, you don't know which one is which, or in the ADC coalition? Where is Peter Obi now?
Probably the fragmentation comes from their infiltration. Okay, Peter Obi is a member of Labour Party. He has made it categorically clear. But he's a part of the ADC alliance for 2027.
Okay.
Clearly. So he doesn't own two political party cards. And right from the beginning, if you know, this is a coalition of individuals. He's not the only one even. His Excellency Vice President Atiku Abubakar is not a member of ADC. Neither is Malam Nasru El Rufai. So I don't know what they will do. The problem is that, you know, let me not use this word, even the poo-poo of Peter Obi makes sense to some other persons.
Now, let me address one more. Help us address one more of these narratives you're talking about before we go to some other things. The question of, I've listened to it.
Yes.
You know. And frankly, I don't know how I felt. Let me not say how I felt here, but the tape where he dotted every single statement he made discussing with Oyedepo with daddy. What about that? I mean, the talk is that it was leaked. I mean, wasn't that what happened?
No. Did you ever hear from Peter Obi saying that was exactly what happened?
So
he's a man of his own. He speaks to the issues. And besides, when somebody relates with individuals, somebody will go and tape it. You know we are using AI nowadays. Anything can
Are you saying it's AI?
Anything can be doctored at this particular
It wasn't his voice, because I
Did
thought
you
I
hear
was hearing his
Oyedepo?
voice.
Of course. Did you ever hear AI doctoring your voice? It doctors it and then you make it look as if it's real. So either the two parties have been asked questions, and what did they tell you? Did they say that they are the one who discussed this particular matter?
All right. Governor Soludo says any politician pledging to serve one term must have some mental problem and needs to undergo a psychiatric test. That anyone with a functioning brain shouldn't say that. What do you make of that statement?
And at the same time, he came out and said he was not referring to His Excellency Peter Obi. But that's true or false? But then here it's true.
Look, no, because Peter Obi is the only person. I think you gave the letter to the coalition, if I'm right.
Yeah.
About one term.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, you did.
No,
so, let me he's the only person who has talked about one term.
Let me tell you. J.F. Kennedy, yes, Abraham Lincoln spent 4 years as a president in the United States. And he did extremely well. His records are there. General Murtala Muhammad, even though he's a military agent, 6 months.
He was killed.
Within that 6 months, but he was still performing.
He talked about JFK, also was assassinated. He talked about Nelson Mandela.
Even recently, our own dear Musa Yar'Adua, how many years did he spend? But he was making an impact. When you say you are going to do something, it behoves on you as a leader to be able to exemplify and do that exact what you said you did. Because the decay in the system, the deficit of trust become inevitable in our country. But when you listen to Peter Obi, listen to him carefully, he will choreograph and arrange exactly what he intends to do. He's not a lazy, laissez-faire kind of a leader. Even as of today, there is no political party candidate that have kept this country, this government on their toes, like the opposition ought to be doing, like Peter Obi, because he speaks to the issue. He doesn't talk about individual. He talks about issues that concern everybody, pulling people out of poverty, making sure there's a health facility in Nigeria, taking to look about the roads, how we link up. When you're talking about government trying to build terminal buses in 6 places, which is about 146 million naira compared to the total health budget of Nigeria, about 140. What is your priority? Is it bus terminals or the health of the Nigerian people? These are the kind of things that we are being presented in this country. And Peter Obi would never take anything like that. So he will deal with the issues. And he will deal with the issue that concerns the ordinary man headlong. First year, deal with issue of agriculture affecting the people positively. When you get when you get hunger out of the system, the people start producing and you start making income into the country. You've made a mark. You talk about the issue of electricity. You've made a mark. So these are simple things that this particular government are not taking notice of. He deals with the issue that concerns the people.
Obi promised it was only death that could do him part with the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA. But analysts say hardly had Ojukwu died, Obi dumped APGA, joined the PDP. In 2023, he dumped PDP when he couldn't get the presidential ticket, and is now romancing ADC, while still in AP. So, I mean, can you trust? I mean, the question of trust arises there. He said, only death would separate him from APGA, but of course he's off APGA.
It's off APGA, but when you look at the...
And he moved from APGA to PDP, from PDP, LP, ADC.
And when you look at the issue of APGA at every point in time during that particular period, there was different scenario completely. There's a lot of confusion. The APGA of Peter Obi was not the APGA that he left. The APGA that he was talking to Odumegwu Ojukwu leadership. It was intact, There was no internal squabbles and there was no problem. The same thing that happens within the other political party. He's a stickler for rules and regulations that affects that particular political party for the interest of the people.
Why did he leave PDP?
When he leave PDP, he was clear that the PDP
didn't get a ticket.
No. It has nothing to do with the ticket. He didn't even contest as a contestant at that time.
Getting the ticket to contest.
He wasn't even contesting at that time. He was not. But he was a vice presidential candidate with Atiku Abubakar. And then when he noticed that there were too many placards, just like what you have in the past, he decided that, look, I can also fly this flag.
Now there is talk that PDP is wooing him and Atiku, who have left PDP. Jonathan too. For 2027. Is there fire in that talk, or is it just smoke? And would Obi likely return to PDP?
No, this is in the public domain. You saw Professor Jerry Gana asking him. You saw the governor of Bauchi State asking him. You saw quite a number of PDP stalwarts talking about it. Even today, some of them are still asking him to come. He's not the only person. He's the most requested beautiful perfume, and he's humbled by it. He's humbled by those particular requests. He's not the only PDP that is asking him to come around.
Some have gone back.
About 7 political parties.
So is he going back?
Well, when you get to that road, we will cross it. But at the moment now, he's a member of the Labour Party. And he's
an alliance with the ADC.
Yes, exactly. In partner with ADC for election alliance in 2027. Very clear position that he has won. So
APC says Obi's recent political activities lack direction, principle, and consistency, and that his political influence is fading, while the Labour Party has become, like I said earlier, fractured and visionless. That's what APC says of your principle.
Oh, well, when they say things like that, that's to tell you that they are already scared stiff in their own pants. Let me explain. The most strongest tools that Peter Obi has is the Nigerian people. He's the only candidate as of today that can give you a block vote of Nigerians without shaking. Only. He remains to be challenged. And that comprises of quite a number of people.
People say the North, he doesn't have quite an influence in the North.
I just come back from Jigawa State, and I met fantastic youth that have always been used for snatching of ballot paper and all. The obedient movement, which is the political machine who believes in Obi political narrative, have 34 out of 37 existing structure within 1 year. Today, I will mark 1 year as leader of the obedient movement. All of these people believe in Obi. What you didn't see at that time, you are seeing it, and they are crossing into the world and local government. Go to Maiduguri, you will see them. Go to Yobe, you will see them.
Because of time,
go to Kanu, you will see them.
Some say Peter Obi may be a good man. Maybe a good man. But how do you trust him with the company he now keeps in ADC, a party some are calling alliance of disgruntled candidates? And then just take this in your stride. This question of one term, that if he gets there, he might want to do one term. But people like you will say, no, you can't do one term. The Igbo people will say, his priest will say, it's your turn. Now, this is God made you to be there. Now, it might not be just him. I mean, like Jonathan in the past and all the other ones, will probably tell him, no, you can't leave now. You can't remember you can't leave now. What do you think about that?
He's an integrity-driven individual. An integrity-driven individual, which is what we do not see over the years in our country, is what Peter Obi replicates. And he said he will leave office on the 27th or 28th, day before the handing over. And let me say this. Not only will he leave office, we possibly, maybe, if we happen to be in cabinet with him, it's not a must, because there may be more competent people than us. But ours is just to ensure that we have a person of integrity who can drive this particular process and change the narrative in Nigeria. We will even leave him completely. Me, Mr. Tanko, if I'm fortunate to be, I would resign if he did not complete that, if he did not make to that particular promises that he made to the Nigerian people. And I can tell you for sure, from what I saw and what I heard from him and our discussion over and over again, Mr. Peter Obi, he's telling you that 100% on the night before the handing over, he will have handed over his own document and then he's out. And he will have been able to change the narrative for Nigerians.
That is
it. Guys, you have seen it for yourself. It's really so sad that the Tinubu's government, this travel, Tinubu is seen as the most traveled president in the entire world. I mean, he has moved from here and there, and people are like waiting for when investors will start coming into Nigeria. But the opposite is the case. Now, the Tinubu's government is planning heavy taxes on the people because investors are not coming. The investors are not coming. Anyway, I'm going to take you through some of the reactions here. Let me just share with you some of these reactions, you know, that Nigerians are reacting. That Tinubu will spend his 10 working day vacation between France and the United Kingdom before returning to Nigeria. And let's take a look at the reactions. This person says, just imagine this rubbish and always on the move and nothing is working. The most useless president in Africa, cowards. Can you imagine? Hey, and this person is even a Yoruba man, Olamilekan. That tells you that, see, this is not just a tribal fight. Nigerians are not happy with the Tinubu's government, you know. Some people will think, oh, it's the Igbos, it's the Igbos. But if you're a patriotic Nigerian, you know, if Peter Obi was to be president and be messing up, the Igbos would drag him the most. You know how Igbo youths behave. They don't want to know if you are from their tribe. You see what Soludo is making, how they are dragging him. If that Governor Mba misbehaves, you know how they drag him. Hope Uzodinma has been on the internet, has been trending because the way the Igbo guys. So the Igbos don't look at faces. They drag, even if it's their closest of relative. Now, this other person say, we have a tourist for president. And this other person say, highly commendable. He needs to rest. He has been working around the clock to ensure that we are not borrowing from local banks again. He has been busy doing research on how to generate more money for Nigeria by taxing Nigerians. Rest well, sir. This person said, now every week I dey put new hole for my bed downward. Someone should help me wish president safe flight. Another person say, no shame, whatever. Why can't he spend it in Nigeria? This person is asking, why can't he spend his holiday in Nigeria? Another person say, last, now everybody go suffer am. See our own shege for Oshun. This is Oshun State. Oshun State. No money for normal bus or taxi. Our market women are managing taxi booths now. Hey, God. And this person said, Tinubu just jet off to Europe for 10 days while Nigerians battle hunger, killing, and collapsing Naira. Leadership isn't tourism. If he truly believes in renewed hope, let him vacation in Sokoto or Enugu, not Paris and London. I think this makes sense. Oh my God. This person say, president going on vacation when his country is consumed by insecurity, kidnapping, hunger, and poverty. Nigerians don't need this kind of leader who don't have a damn, who don't give a damn about the plight of the citizens. And this person say, another time he bring, this person say, anytime he brings any harsh policy, he travels out of the country so he doesn't listen to backlash. And this person said, someone said, there is nothing like working vacation. It is either you are working or vacating. I don't think so, bro. Working vacation is a concept that is commonly referred to as workation, a portmanteau of work and vacation, where individuals work remotely. Can you imagine? So Tinubu will be working remotely. This person say, president, minister of tourism. Another person said, Ajala the traveler, here we go again. So these are some of the reactions from Nigerians. Tinubu traveling all the time. It's not really helping the country. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Tinubu has jetted out for another 10 days to France. He will from France go to the United Kingdom. And Nigerians are saying, oh my God, another travel. And you've seen some of the reactions coming from Nigerians. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification number. Thank you.